Okay, hi everyone. So, because my president's a bit shy, I'm going to be hitting icebreakers. So I guess we can start with JNG231. If you want to just introduce yourself and which field you're interested in. Sorry, I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to Zoom.
A bit of a rumor.
Yeah.
You really look like the guy from The Office. Sorry guys, I'm a bit bad at this.
Sorry, what? Is he Dwight?
So President, how are we on time?
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
You monster. Alright, gonna random name.
Well, it is now 8:10. So thanks Joshua for helping with the icebreakers, which I'm less good at compared to him. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining us this evening. We hope that you've had a good 2 weeks of school and you had a good day as well. So today we're going to be sharing more about what we do as a club and who we are as a club. So I'll be starting off talking about an overview of our club before the other branch heads will discuss further in depth about their different branches. So before I start, my name is Zheng Wen. I'm the president of NTUPVS. I also like to take this time to introduce Sun, who is our honorary general. She is in charge of administrative and secretarial duties. So if you all have any things to settle in terms of admin wise, she is the person for. Say hi, Sun.
Hello, I'm Sun.
Yeah. That is our amazing Sun, who thanks a lot of our administrative duties. So now a bit more about myself. My name is again, my name is Zheng Wen. I am a year 2 accountancy with a second specialization in predictive and forensic analytics student. So I'm from NBS. A bit more about my photography background. I founded GR9 Media, which is a company which does photography, videography, and sound engineering. I suppose beyond that, my experience in photography and videography would be in NTU clubs like NTU Aikido. I'm publicity director there, as well as a consulting club. And I have a wide range of interests, other interests ranging from martial arts to life sciences to cooking. So I would say that the reason why I would like to bring that up is that I believe that photography and videography actually enhances my other interests because I can use it to bring life in terms of capturing these moments that I have with these side loves of mine. So the kind of photography that I enjoy doing, well, I enjoy a wide variety of genres. I think that something that holds a special place in my heart is wildlife photography. I really, really enjoy wildlife photography because I feel that it's very real. You can't make the animals pose for you, and I like that raw kind of emotion. And yeah, it's red panda because I don't know, people love red pandas. Okay, another thing that I really enjoy is landscape photography. I believe that landscape photography really makes you slow down and observe your surroundings. I think that there are many sites, even around Singapore, which we often take for granted, and there's a lot to capture about them. So, for example, the image on the left, top left, is actually in Punggol Waterway Park. The image on top is actually at Tuas, which is very near NTU. Okay, and then so now let's about me more about the club. So NTU Photo Videographic Society, who are we? I believe that we are a community and a family. I think that when it comes to photography and videography, all of us are able to do it on our own, right? But I think what the club gives each and every one of us is a community to share our work with, to enjoy this craft with. Our Telegram group, it's a place where everybody is welcome, to chit chat, to post their photos, to ask for constructive criticism, or actually simply just share your little moments. I also believe that NTU Photo Videographic Society, I believe that we strive to be a safe place for everyone to learn and grow. I think that we really welcome everyone. Regardless of the skill level, what equipment you have, I think what we want to do as a club is just nurture the passion. I think the entire hobby should come from passion. Lastly, I believe that we want to be inclusive people with exclusive opportunities. So for this year, actually, we are planning to reach out more to other clubs and other societies, other organizations to create opportunities for our members. Of course, it's COVID permitting because of the situation that we are currently in. Next, we are made out of 3 branches. So for those who actually signed up for our membership already, you will know that we've asked you all to indicate which branch you're interested in. So there's digital photography, film photography, and videography. So even though we may attend more of each branch, of a particular branch, you are more than welcome to join any other branches at any other time as well. And we want to come together as a community, as a family, to do activities like a photo potluck. So photo potluck is where we all come together and share our work and talk about our crafts and hobbies. So my personal vision for this year is, like I said, create opportunities for the members of our club. So currently I think the video branch is actually planning to have a collaboration with one of the martial arts clubs in NTU. So hopefully that will come, that we'll be able to work on it if the COVID situation allows, to film an action sequence, action film, have more hands-on in that area. So that's an example. Actually, I've been also reaching out to certain clubs in NTU who specialize in overseas expeditions and trips. I was hoping that we could work, we could give our members opportunity to do things like journalism as well as travel photography. But I think perhaps that will have to be on hold. Hopefully, we could probably look to doing something like that in the next academic year. Okay. So that's just a short list of things that we are working on with other clubs to make a reality. So we will definitely keep you all updated as and when these opportunities come up. So I would just like to answer some frequently asked questions. Some of you all have sent us emails and have messaged us on our social media platforms. So the first question that is asked is, do we need any prior experience to join NTUPVS? And to that I say no. I believe that we welcome anyone who are just beginners or experts. I think that diversity is very fascinating. I think that again we ourselves started off somewhere, and we hope to bring other people into this hobby to have the same passion for our craft. Next, second question is, do we need a professional camera to join NTUPVS? No, we do not. Although cameras will have more functions than a phone camera, right? We believe that concepts such as creativity, composition, these are things that are universal across all devices, even if it's not a dedicated camera. So we believe that our workshops will be able to impart these skills to our members so that they'll be able to be better handphone photographers as well. Next, will workshops and activities be held online or physically for the coming semester? So currently we are hoping and we are looking to have physical workshops. However, we are still pending approval. If everything goes well, we could possibly start having physical workshops next week. So we'll update you all on that. So everything that will be discussed today will be more on the tentative side because things evolve very fast, and a lot of the presuppositions that we hold today may not hold tomorrow. So we'll definitely keep you all in the loop, but for now we are hoping to do it physical, the workshops, excursions to take photos and stuff. So with that, I would like to hand the time over to Mark and Nixon. They are our photography chairpersons, and they are in charge of the photography branch.
Thanks, Joan. So now we will be sharing more about our division itself. So for the photography division, right, we are focusing more on the digital photography side, be it taking photos, composition, or editing. So let me begin by maybe sharing about who I am and who Mark is before we carry on with what our division does. So I'm Nixon. I'm one of the photo heads, and I'm a year 2 business specialized in marketing. So my main interest is actually in portraiture and fashion photography, and I also recently started out film photography as well. And let me just say it's one of the more expensive hobbies for this CCA. So this is what I did for digital photography itself. So as you can see, on the left is portraiture and on the right is a bit of a fashion. So yeah, these are some of the edits that I did, and maybe I can share them with you during the portraiture workshop, which I will be handling as well. And lastly, one more set of photos to show you guys what I do. So I mostly actually handle studio lighting, but actually when I first started like 3 years back, I was actually focused on natural lighting. So to be honest, right, I feel like I've come a very long way because I was very adamant not to touch artificial lighting. But then now I can't do without artificial lighting because I feel like the effect, the dramaticness of the image, right, it really emphasizes what I want to show people. So this is like a very clear indication of what my interest is. So if you guys got any questions, you can just hit me up also. I'll be more than happy to help you guys with it. Then next, I will let Mark share more about himself.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Mark. I'm also one of the other photo heads for the photography side. I'm year 2. I'm from material science. So for me, I'm more interested in landscape as well as those daily life photography. And same as my partner, I also just started film photography. It's been an interesting experience. Okay, so I just gonna show a little bit of what I do. Yeah, so I usually take landscape photos. I always aim to make things simple as much as possible. With our lives being so hectic, complex already, sometimes I find landscape to be very nice to just minimalize everything and to make things simple and to make the composition speak for itself. Beyond just landscape photography, I also do general photography as well. It could be general portraiture, it could be general street. I do a wide range of photography. That, yeah, as long as I find something that really that I like, especially if the composition is nice, I'll go for it. Yeah, show you one more. Yeah. All right. So for our club, what do we want? What can you expect? So we can expect workshops. So for now, the workshops we have for next week, we got the basics of photography. 2 weeks later, landscape. Week after, portraiture, and then editing. Of course, there'll be more workshops that'll be coming along after editing. So, but we'll let you know what workshops there'll be, and we also plan to look at the feedback for y'all. If let's say a lot of people are saying, oh, I want to do, let's say wildlife photography, or I want to do, let's say astrophotography, we can arrange such workshops for you as well. We can also look at photo walks as well. Okay, this is depending on how the COVID situation goes. For last year, we had a lot of photo walks once per month. Oh, sorry, we had photo walks once per month, and then this is where all of us come together as a community to take some shots, share some ideas. And then lastly, we can also expect a collaboration with experts. Of course, this is also depending on the COVID-19 situation. For this one, we will be asking industry experts to give their takes, their perspective, as well as any tips and tricks that they have, not just permitting to photography, but even as a viable kind of career, they may share some of the tips here and there. So for last academic year, we were talking about photo walks. We had a photo walk for Christmas with NUS Photo Society as well. We just walked around Orchard Road at night and to take all the festivity lights. Following on, we also went to Chinatown, Little India, and many more. Okay, so then I'll hand over to Nixon to talk about the workshops that we did last academic year.
Yeah, so for last academic year, we actually did some more interesting ones besides the basics of photography and all that. We also did, as you can see, light painting, projector photography, studio lighting, as well as we also did a workshop for NTUSU. Yeah. So these are actually just some experimental photography that we're actually trying out. And it's like, we hope that we can share some of these things, because these are actually what makes photography so fun, because it's something very different from what you usually see. So for this academic year, I'm actually thinking of trying to do high-speed sync with water, so you can freeze the water in frame. So that'll be something very interesting for all of us to try on. Maybe nearing, if I'm not wrong, it'll be after the recess week. Yeah, but I'll also be asking for your feedback as well to see what you guys want to try out. Then we can set some dates for you guys to come down and join us with that. And then lastly, the most important of all will be when is our workshop. So our workshops are held every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. But due to this situation, limited slots are available, and you will have to register through a link that we'll be providing. Right after this welcome tea, we'll be posting up on our Telegram group. So if you are interested, you can just come in and register, and then we'll let you know whether you're eligible to come down as well, because of due to the situation and the room requirements. Another thing I want to point out is that you're not required to join like all of our workshops. It's a free and easy kind of thing. So for example, if you're actually used to photography already, you don't need to come down for the basics if you already know what it is. You can also come down just specifically for a specific kind of photography that you're interested in and want to try out. For example, maybe studio lighting, because that's what we saw a huge intake last year. Yeah. And then for the photo walks, as mentioned before, it will be to be confirmed due to the COVID situation. And lastly, for the collaborations with the experts, we're actually planning it for semester 2. Yeah, so something like a heads up for you guys to look out for. So now we're opening up the floor for you guys for any questions for us.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, hi. You guys have like your own studios in school or anything?
No, we actually do not have a studio in the school. So basically what we do for the studio lighting, right, we actually brought down our own equipment that we actually bring down to let you guys try and then learn the techniques to utilize it. We are actually also considering to open up to a studio, because we also in contact with NUS site during the Christmas walk. We actually did mention hints at maybe a collaboration for a workshop. So like we host a workshop together with them at a studio for you guys, because it's a very different environment to shoot outdoors as well as at a studio with a controlled environment. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, maybe actually I share a bit more. I have been talking to our business manager, Nigel. So he's in charge of our club's corporate liaison. So we were actually discussing yesterday, and we are hoping to actually collaborate with a studio in Singapore. So that will open up more opportunities for us to actually use a studio as well as studio equipment. So we'll see how that goes, and we will update you all on the progress and everything. To Ace, about the filmmaking and videography opportunities. So I just briefly ran through it. I didn't go into detail. So Joshua will be actually going through that in his section of video. But the one I mentioned just now was actually we are looking to collaborate with martial arts club in NTU to work with them on possibly an action scene where our members will be able to direct and learn about the different roles of crew members in film production as well.
Oh yes, so for the question about the work from Xiaowei, right? We are actually planning the workshops to be held in physical, but then if it's not approved, then we'll be doing it online. So that's why we require you to register, so that we can secure a slot for you when you come down, and make sure that we actually stay safe, because we need to split into groups of 5. If it exceeds the slot, we will actually try our best to actually maybe host a separate class. So maybe for example, if the basics to photography, it has a lot of interest, we can actually host 2 sessions, either on the same day or a separate day, to cater to everyone.
To further elaborate, if the workshops are online, there will not be a limit to how many people can actually join the workshop. Yeah, it's really solely because of the safe distancing measures. So it only applies to our physical workshops for all the branches.
With regards to whether or not it will be online or whether it be a physical, we will let you know on the Telegram group. So do stay tuned, because sometimes it will take a while for us to process and then to say, okay, we managed to get a physical slot, or we didn't manage and we need to go